Hello, my lovelies. So today I'm going to do a roller set at home. I'm going to show you exactly how I do it. I'm going to see if I can learn how to speed it up because I don't know how to do any of that stuff yet. I'm new to all of this. However, I just want to show you what I'm using. So right off the bat, I have these pins. They're called prong clips. And they go like that. Then I have a brush, a comb, a fine tooth comb, and it's all of this is in my Lancome makeup thing. So I keep everything in here. And then I have all types of curlers. So I'm going to be using these type of curlers. I don't have any really tiny ones because I never had short hair. Like I did multiple times, but I didn't do my hair at home when I did. So I'm going to try and use these. I don't know how that's going to work with wet hair. So let's just hope I don't pull all my hair out. But basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to roller set my hair. I have this. I have the regular hair dryer that like you push a button and the whole thing like traps up and then you put your head underneath it. But it's under a bunch of bags and I'm just not trying to do that. So I also have this one, which is a hair bonnet. This is like a vintage 1960s one. I'm a strange character, you'll see the more you get to know me. And basically, you pull it out and it looks like this. And there's a plug, and then there's this tube. Then there's a bonnet that you connect to the tube. Hold up. I have to get it just, oh, there it is that way, just right. Is it broken? That would be horrible. Oh no, okay. And then you put the bonnet on your head, and as the air fills up, there's like little holes up here that go into, so it's double lined. So there's holes on the inside, and then the air gets trapped because the outside doesn't have holes. But there are 2 holes back here for 6 holes back here for ventilation. I remember watching a video and Madonna was doing her hair like this. And I was like, oh my God, I have one too. It was like one of her documentaries way back in the day. So I'm gonna dry it with this just because I don't feel like getting the other one out. And then you have to connect this one too. There you go, so this is connected. And these are the functions and that's the brand. What does it say? Oh, a cross? Or our cross? Our cross. And it is infinite heat hair dryer. And I have it on the hottest setting. So let's get started. I'm just gonna do a couple of hair. Oh, and then I have the hair net. I know I'm not a normal person, guys. My channel's very interesting, trust. This is all the stuff that I always have had. I've had this for over 10 years, like probably more, probably like 15 years. And then the hair net that you put over the curlers and you tie it so that they don't fall out when they dry. Because sometimes when they start drying, your hair, because it's getting straight, will loosen and not hold it any longer. So I should get hair clips to hold my hair up, but I'm just going to show you. Like, I know that people sometimes take sections out, like they try to, people usually like start at the back. That way that it doesn't like pull your hair in 30 different directions. And then you brush it and take a big one. It's probably too big, right? I probably should use a smaller one. I don't really know what I'm doing. This is my first. Okay, I know they're supposed to be separated. I know that much. Or else they're not going to dry if they're all clumped up together. And then roll it. Pull. Yeah, that's better because it has to have some kind of pull. Take one of these clips. Put it in, take another clip, put it in. Now I remember when I did this once, they didn't stay in even with the clips, and I think I just, maybe if I clip it back here. I think, yeah, clip it in the back, not in the front, guys. Yeah, then more support. I remember that, and I remember everyone I did kept falling out, and I'm like, why is that falling out? I was like, I'm not doing this, and then I just went to the salon. I was like, forget it. But So basically I'm gonna do this throughout all of my hair. I'm gonna stop the video here because it's just not worth it for you guys to watch me doing this over and over again. You gotta get the, oh no. You'll know because it doesn't feel right. And I suggest doing this in front of a mirror, to be quite honest with you, because you wanna make sure the hair is separated. You wanna make sure that these things go underneath and they're flat. I remember that. And then you pull this back, and the box is over here. And then you pin it in the back is the key. Not in the front, in the back. Because if you pin it here, it's just gonna fall down. I remember my cousin, she used to do her own hair. She had long hair, like up to her butt. And she's like, yeah, I do my own hair at home. And I was like, how? So I was like, if she can do it, I can do it, because that's my mantra. So now I'm doing it, and I'm sharing it with you guys. All right, hopefully, you know, I'll show you guys what I look like before I get in the dryer, and then when I get out of the dryer, and then I have to blow dry my roots, because usually the roots still are a little curly. That's the tricky part. All right, guys, bye. Hi, guys. So I have put, oh no, look at that. There's always one hair. I have put everything in my hair. I'm just gonna take this one and just do this at this point because I don't want to do anything else. So I'm gonna show you what I did. It's not perfect. I figure hopefully blow drying it will help. I just want to show you how much hair I lost because it's a lot. It's a lot of hair, right? But I also didn't wash my hair for about 4, maybe 5 days. And I had it up in a ponytail most of the time, especially when I was wearing the wigs and I was making all the other videos. So I don't know if this is normal or not because I never see it. I go to the salon, so I don't know how much hair is falling out. But to me, this seems like a lot. And not to mention I lost like this much hair, probably more, in the shower. So I'm wondering if there's something going on with the water. But it looks like this. I don't know what it looks like, so I'm filming this video so I could see. And I'm gonna take the hairnet. Mind you, I'm not a professional YouTuber, so I'm not doing this for like aesthetic purposes or like, hey guys, you know, like I like sharing information. As you can see, I'm raw and I'm not wearing any makeup whatsoever, but that's me most of the time. I only really wear makeup when I'm going to see a client or when I'm making a video. I don't wear makeup in my regular daily life. My mom gets so upset with me. She's like, you should wear makeup all the time. You're so pretty, cover everything, you know, because I didn't have any of it. Like this I got when I started using artistry products from Amway. I got these 2 dark spots, so I stopped using their products. And these are just pimples. So I really only have these marks on my face, but it's just too much for some people to handle because they want perfection. We live in a time of perfection, and a lot of people will do whatever it takes to have other people like them because they look perfect. Other people just do it because they want to look good, but the only reason you want to look good is because you want other people to look at you in a certain way. Some people will argue and say, no, I care about myself, but do you? Because I wonder if there was no such thing as beauty and people just were who they were, would people still strive for perfection? You know, or is it the rewards that you get from trying to be perfect or looking perfect? And food for thought. I'm going to stop now because I don't want this to be a philosophical channel. I have other channels for that. This channel is about beauty and fashion and getting the look. So I'm going to go right back to that. And I'm going to dry my hair. The bonnet takes a lot longer. Normally it takes like an hour to dry my hair. So I might have to be under here for 2 hours, but that's okay because I'm just going to Netflix all day. So I'm just going to leave this on pretty much all day. I don't know if the heat is going to be good for you, but it's a very low heat. It's like using a diffuser on low. That's how low the heat is. The other one is much better, but it's too much work to take it out, mess up the bags, and then put it on this counter, which is like my night table, and then tilt my head so that I'm under the night table. Like, I'm not doing that. But I would do that at some point. That's why I still have it. So, well, I have it so that if this breaks, I should get another one of these. I actually like these a lot. You can look up vintage bonnet or a vintage hair dryer bonnet on eBay, and you should be able to find some. I'm sure they make ones now that are current. They're not vintage. They're just hair bonnet hair dryers, and you can find them that way. I'll put some links underneath if you guys want to buy them, and then I'll also put the links underneath for the curlers, the prongs, and the sponge curlers if you have really short hair. And what I did is I took that little sponge curler that you saw me do right here, and then I just put like a hair prong thing here. I didn't do it in this one because I can care less right now. I feel like this would hold it in anyway, you know, like once these are in, you don't have to worry about it. Once this is on, you don't have to worry about these falling out. But while you're setting it, you know, you might want to do that. I don't know, it's up to you. You don't have to. You know what, honestly, if your hair is staying up and then you put this on and you tie it, it should be fine. The only problem is sometimes you take this off to see if the hair is dried and it hasn't. When you take this off, they're all gonna fall, right? So that's, because I'm very like technical, physics, science, logic, things like that, ergonomics. So if you take this off, all your curlers are gonna fall out. So if your hair isn't perfectly dry, then you're gonna have to do it all over again. However, if you have them pinned in and you take this off and then you check one curler and that curler is still wet, then you can just curl it back up and then put this on and you don't have to worry about it. So because I guess that's probably logically why they do that. Otherwise they wouldn't really have to do that. Anyways, I'm gonna go now, dry my hair. I'll be back when I'm done. You'll see what it looks like when it comes out, and then I'm gonna try and blow dry it with my Kaposi hair dryer that I bought, which is supposed to be really great for curly hair. It's one of the top 10 hair dryers for curly hair, but it has an attachment that you can dry your hair with, and I'll show you everything later. Okay, bye. Actually, let me show you what I'm doing. So there's like a little pull tie here that you tighten it with when it's on. So you just put the hair bonnet on, and then you take that little tie that's back there. Let me put this in there. And you pull, hold on, so that it tightens. And that's it. The hairpin fell out. So now I'm gonna be under here for a few hours. Bye. Hey guys, so it's been an hour and it's really hot in there. Not really hot because the blow dryer at the salon is hotter, but it is warm in there. I'm gonna stay in for another hour. I think I should be fine. 2 hours is a lot. I might unplug my bonnet and go make a salad because I'm really hungry right now. But it's been an hour. So I just want to kind of let you know, like, this is what it feels like. I know if you get a modern day bonnet, it's probably going to work better than this one, but this one's at least 15 years old, and it was vintage when I bought it, so it was older than that. But it works. Bye. Hey guys, so I think I'm done. It's been 2 hours. If I'm not done, then this is really horrible, and there's nothing I can do. Let's see what happens when we take this off. Oh, I had so many phone calls. It's like all of a sudden everybody realizes how much they miss you and how much you meant to them. I'm like, why didn't you love me before? Okay, yeah, it feels dry. All right, so I took out two things. I took out, I didn't take out the Kaposi because I don't want to sit there with a round brush, and I just don't. But I did take out another hair dryer that I have and a flat iron just in case. And again, I'm not a big fan of flat ironing my hair, but I figured this is like once in a lifetime. I don't think I'm gonna die from it. I don't think my hair is gonna really suffer that much. I mean, so much of my hair is falling out already. And just so you guys know, I have very thin, fine hair, like unbelievably thin, fine hair. Like it's really thin and very fine. So let's see how this came out. So it breaks. It breaks just by touching it. Yeah, I don't recommend these. I don't recommend them. I'm not going to put the link because I don't recommend them. It worked, but it's just, it pulled off a lot of hair, and I don't really like the way it feels. So I wouldn't want you to experience that. I don't know why. I've been watching that TV show Money Heist on Netflix, which I love. You saw that in one of my other videos. And there's a song that goes, Bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. And I cannot get it out of my head. It was for like the Italian resistance back in World War II, which I think is interesting that they picked that song for that show. But it's a really great show. If you guys have nothing to binge watch, I recommend that. It is a little, I mean, if you're like a real girly girl and you don't like horror movies and things like that, you might not like it because it could get a little dark, I guess. I have no problem with that. I love like action and thrillers, and look at that. See that hair? That's a lot of hair that fell out. I'm losing a lot of hair. I think I need to get out of New York. Maybe it is radiation poisoning that people are saying. It's really interesting when you think about it. Okay, this one's really stuck. It's one of the short hair curlers. See, that one was stuck and this one is not, which I think is so interesting. And neither is this one. Not as stuck as the other ones. This one is literally stuck in my hair, guys. I just want to show you what happens and what the reality is. Like, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it and make it seem like, oh no. So this is what it looks like down. This is the type of hair dryer that I normally use. So like, I'll wake up if my hair is straight and then just run this through for like 2 seconds. This is a Conair Ion Shine with the prongs. I've only found like two or three of these. I'm sorry, I'm really tired. I was like falling asleep and then I woke up and I was like, there are like 2 or 3 of these on Amazon. And these work amazingly well. I put it on high, and then you just brush. And I like to go slow so that it gets into the roots. Thanks, yeah, Jesus. So it's interesting because this is completely flat and this feels puffy. Which means it probably wasn't as dry as I thought it was. So I'm going to give it a couple of more passes. I know it's very important to get to the roots after you take the curlers off, or else it's going to be too late. Not bad though for drying my hair at home. I did lose a lot of hair though. But I always do, but I don't know if I lose that much because I'm not, you know, like I go to the salon, I don't know what they see. Oh great, the electricity went out. Well, that's the end of that. Can't do anything about that. I do have a flat iron that I was heating up, so let me just get some passes in there really quickly before it cools down. Oh, I can't call my landlord. I'm filming this. I'm gonna get in here because usually it's the inside hair that where the roots are really, 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 really curly, or not curly, but they're just not as straight. So this is what it looks like, guys. I'll make a video later to show you how long it lasted or if it poofed out or what happened. I gotta call my landlord now because the electricity just went out. And I don't know why. I don't know if it's because I was using my electric thing on an extension cord, but it went out. All right, bye. Hey guys, so this is what it looks like 20 minutes after it was dried. I completely forgot to add a high shine gloss, which like those type of things are what keep your hair flat. So as you can see, it is starting to poof out a little bit. And I did add some gloss to it before I made the video, sorry. And then all I did was this. And I'm still doing it to get all the way in there in everything, so that the gloss can coat the cuticle and keep it moisturized and straight. I did put all the links below for all the tools that I used. I do hope that this helps some people. It's not like the best look right now, but it's not horrible. However, I do know that when I put curlers on, when I wake up the next day, it's gonna look better. And I could add this to this video, but I think I'm just gonna post this video at some point, and then I'll do the follow-up later. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys how you can straighten your hair at home. If you're stuck and you're wondering like, how am I gonna, you know, because I just feel like I lost so much hair, and that's probably why I lost so much hair, is when I wash my hair and I leave it curly, it breaks so much, which is why I've been straightening my hair the last year. I went natural 2 years ago, well, 6 years ago, and then I stopped, and then I went straight, and then I tried to go natural again 2 years ago, and then I stopped again. And then I was trying it again, but it just, you see, my hair just falls out like crazy. So I don't think it's a good idea for me. I'm gonna stick with it being straight, because it doesn't break as much, and I think that's important right now. If something happens and I'm not able to maintain my hair, then I'll leave it curly because I'll have no other choice. But I feel like it's just gonna keep breaking, and it's just gonna be really short if I keep washing it. I could be wrong. It could just be like the, what's that called? The growing pains. Like when you switch from straight hair to curly hair, you're gonna have breakage. People say it's because it's the line of demarcation from when you relaxed your hair to when you didn't, but I'm not relaxing my hair. But it could be from the hair that you straightened, and then the hair that's like not straightened. So I don't know, but I'm not willing to go through it right now. I'm not. So I wanted to share that with you guys, because I know sometimes you're like, and I know that if I leave New York City and I move to a town where there's not a Dominican salon, I don't know what's gonna happen, because nobody else can do my hair but Dominicans. I've tried going to Colombians, I tried going to Caucasians, Italians, like Middle Eastern people. Nobody knows how to do my hair but a Dominican. Nobody. Black salons ruin my hair. Oh my God, so much heat that they use, that hot comb and the iron, and like, even if you don't ask that, never. I'm sorry guys, it just doesn't work for me. Dominican salons are always the best, and this is kind of like what they do, but then at the end they'll run through it with a blow dryer and a round brush, and I don't care enough to want to go through it with a blow dryer and a round brush. But if I lived in middle America nowhere, I know that I could set my hair, and then I would have to go in with a round brush or a flat iron like I showed you guys. I did that super quick, and just kind of like get the shape that I want, and then every day I would have to put curlers on or wrap it to maintain it. But it's really not that bad. It just needs to be shaped with a round brush, and I'm not willing to do that. No, not now. It's not worth it, I don't think. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope it helped you and you learned how to do something new, and you can try things at home and figure out how to get it right after you take the curlers off, whether you're gonna flat iron it, blow dry it, or just wrap it and set it for the next day. Because some people will do that. They'll take the curlers out and then they wrap it right away. They don't blow dry it, they just wrap it. And then the next day when they take it off, you know what I mean, wrap. Like they wrap it around, they pin it in, they put this thing on that I showed you guys in my other video. Put the link for that. You know, after it's been pinned in, then they take the pins out. That's why there's holes in it. They take the pins out so that you don't have the mark of the pin, and then they twist it like this so that, you know, because they had wrapped it, so that it stays flat. And then the next day they take it off and it's perfect. That's another option, but I didn't do that. I actually blow dried it. And it doesn't look good from the sides. I mean, it doesn't look good. It doesn't look bad from the sides. It actually looks pretty good. I just have to blow dry this to shape it, you know, like, and I have bangs. So I would have to do that. Usually I have bangs and then I do this, which you guys have seen in another video, or I split it, you know, but I always do my bangs first and then I part it, but I didn't do that this time. All right, I just want you guys to know everything, because if you don't know enough, then you can't make an educated decision. Bye.